Good evening, and today is July 24th, 2009. My name is Railvas. I'm from Warcraft Anonymous, brought to you by WCRadio.com. For those of you new to the site, welcome. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, this is usually where I talk about World of Warcraft. You'll notice the last 15 posts were from my trip to Sicily over the last 2 months. I put them on there more for family and friends to view. I apologize for those of you who might have ended up on the site looking for a Warcraft Anonymous-like video. However, I can promise you that this is what this is. That is what this is. First things first, for those of you who are trying to help donate, or those of you who did donate last year to get Higo and I to go to BlizzCon, we very much appreciate it. We actually have the prizes ready. They've been ready to go. I actually moved down here to North Carolina recently. He left Higo up in Massachusetts. I paid him $30 in cash and told him that the prizes are in his hands now. I'm ridding myself of that responsibility. I do have a book that I'll be sending out from here with my illustrations in it to one of the winners. That aside, go to the front page of WCRadio.com because we are going back to BlizzCon this year. And by we, I mean me. Higo is unfortunately getting ready to go back to school to work on his PhD. However, the BlizzCon falls right at the time that he's moving, so he won't be able to go. If you notice, though, at the front page of WCRadio.com, there are two teams, the blue team and the red team. I won't even bother going into their names because I can't remember. I think it's like the Nubcakes and something else. Anyway, horribly wrong that I don't remember that, but you should go check it out. It's to raise money to help us get some equipment and whatnot for BlizzCon this year. With that said, the reason why there are two teams is you can donate money to either the red team or the blue team, and whichever team earns more money gets to throw pies in the face of the other team. And last time I checked, I was on the losing team. Although we had more people contributing to our team, we were still under by $100. So if you are watching this and you like me, by all means, please go donate a dollar or two or 100 to my team because I really don't want to get a pie in the face. If you want to see me get a pie in the face, I hate you and go vote for the other team. But I'm looking forward to going to BlizzCon this year. I will have a press pass, and so I'm looking forward to using that to get some behind-the-scenes footage. I also have this, which is what I used in Sicily to record myself for my daily vlog posts. So I'm definitely going to try to utilize that to get it in, to take some pictures, get some backstage stuff if I can. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I definitely going to try to utilize that. And I'm also going to remember to bring a battery charger, because I brought a battery that had pretty much no power left in it last year. I got all but 7 pictures, and then I couldn't take any more for the rest of the con. So hopefully this year I'll get some more, and maybe even some videos that I'll try to post up immediately on YouTube for all you fans out there. With that aside, focusing on World of Warcraft, I have to admit that I've been kind of bored playing WoW lately. I took a 3-month break shortly before I left. Blizzard went and implemented a new system where I was really heavy into PvP at the time. The Wintergraphs dailies were no longer something that you could do every single day of the week. They were something that you did once all week long. Speculation was that, or maybe Blizzard by this time admitted to it, that this was because Wintergrasp was becoming very laggy, and it was lagging down the servers. And so this helped alleviate keeping people out of Wintergrasp, was their idea at least, and possibly even the new reason why they might be implementing the new battleground. Now that they don't have that going every day, I have to admit that I'm a little bored. I've less reason to go to Wintergrasp than I did before. I really don't care about the Stonekeeper shards on any of my characters. So here's to Blizzard for yet again changing something that they didn't think quite far enough in the future about. Also, since I've been back, I started playing some of my other characters. I leveled my Death Knight to 80 before I left and played on him for a while. Then I started leveling now my Shaman, who's my healer, my Druid, who's my tank, and my Rogue, who's DPS. I keep getting one to level 71, and then I get the other one to 71, and then the other one to 71, and then carry over again. I'm finding it very difficult to level a Resto Shaman, because although I can keep myself from dying if I'm paying attention, I can't really do a whole lot of damage. I think my Druid's kind of my favorite character, and even with double the experience that I have from all the rest XP, I'm still finding it incredibly hard to level. I was going to try to take my shaman and only do instances and heal. However, I found that doing Nexus a million times is kind of boring. So I'm going to have to figure out some way to grind quests and try to make it interesting for myself. Other news, speaking of leveling characters, I can't really think of any. But there was a question that somebody sent to us recently. We get emails from people, this is actually an old one from March 31st, where they ask us things, and they're new listeners. They have no idea the topics we've talked about in the past, but this listener asked us, what do you do when you have they heard a rumor that you couldn't have a serious relationship and play World of Warcraft, and they were asking, is it possible to in fact have a relationship and play WoW, and how would, what would we suggest to go about doing that? And I guess my answer is that as long as your significant other understands that they come first and you spend time with them, don't neglect WoW, have fun with WoW, use that as your your exit to get all your stress out for the day, having fun. But don't neglect your significant other, but also don't let them stomp on it. I mean, that's your outlet, it's your hobby, they need to understand that. However, at the same time, if for some reason WoW becomes too much of a time sink for you and you're spending more time playing the game, either you have a problem or you need to think about dumping that person. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this out to the community as a whole as the question of the day. How do you deal with being in a relationship with somebody and playing World of Warcraft? I guess one more kind of answer I can throw out there is trying to get your significant other to play World of Warcraft. What happens if they're not into it? So go ahead and leave a video posting, which we only ever got one, or you can go ahead and leave a comment down here at the bottom of the page, just simply giving your opinion on how you would kind of balance a relationship and play World of Warcraft. I think that brings us to about the end. You can go ahead and, I don't know, find me on Twitter. I'm going to start using that. Thanks to Rusko, I have a Twitter account that I have yet to access. The other cool things that I've seen recently, the battle bots that WoW just released, kind of neat. Definitely a good marketing tool for what Mountain Dew. And I tend to buy everything that has, sadly, that has the words World of Warcraft on it. Other big news out there, for those of you who might not know, the World of Warcraft movie that's been kind of rumored and lingering around now actually has a director. I can't remember the gentleman's name off the top of my head, but he's the guy who did the Spider-Man trilogy, did Evil Dead, and a couple other movies. So if you surf around, Blizzard actually has released that on their own pages. Their PR person actually released a statement on that recently, so go check that out. I'm going to try to put a link in the sidebar about that. Other than that, can't think of much, so I guess I'll leave you with the standard. I will see you on the flip side.